From the streets, give a shout out to Carlos.
Can't always be moved. I want to just sleep. That's the only thing I want to do, just sleep at night and keep warm.
You gotta push the button in. There you go.
I just want to keep warm and sleep good at night, but they keep on moving me. I came back to St. Francis area. I've been there for 3 days, and they move us every night for no reason. They're going to give us a ticket, but we don't care anymore. Give us a ticket and go to jail for being homeless. If that's a crime, oh well, be it. Let's fight.
Jerry Dunbar, Jerry Burton, you're up. Give a shout out to Jerry. Yay, Jerry!
It takes one accident, one illness, one situation in life.
Damn, I'm lost for words for one time. First time in my life I've ever been lost for words. Well, anyway, we are marching for tiny home. We want housing or tiny home. At least would be nice, or even just a tent for now. But right now, as you know, we do need these things in place right now so that people out here that are sleeping out here on the street can get rest, which will help their body heal at night, to help heal their brain, and plus it will give them the right to just be fresh, so they can look for a job. They can be, whether they want to look for a job or not. Hey, I can't tell nobody not to work or to work, because I don't give a damn. But anyway, you know, it gives them the right to do the things that that the house people has. And I wish I brought my little thing up here. Would you grab that bag back there by the tent for me? I just want to read some things off of that. If you don't mind, every night that the people have been swept or people have been asked to move along, their rights have been violated. The 4th, the 8th, the 4th, the 8th, and 14th of the U.S. Constitution, and even in Colorado law, it states that Colorado Constitution Bill of Rights say Article 2, inalienable rights, all persons have certain natural, essential, and inalienable rights, among which may not be recognized. I think I can't reach your hand right. But anyway, it's guaranteed to back up the U.S. Constitution. It back up the U.S. Constitution. I don't like having the thing in my mouth. It's like a microphone. But anyway, the 4th Amendment says the rights of the people to be secure in their person, paper, and effect against unreasonable search and seizures shall not be violated, and no one shall be issued upon probable cause, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the person or thing to be seized. That the 4th. The 8th states excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fine imposed, or nor cruel or unusual punishment inflicted. And the 14th state, no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privilege or immunity of the citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, and property without due process of law, nor deny to any person without a jurisdiction the equal protection under the law. In other words, every single time that a police officer come and tell you to move along, they're in violation of the U.S. Constitution, and not only the U.S. Constitution, but Colorado State under the Article 2. Each one of y'all has the right to live your life, whatever choice you want and how you want to live it, and when you want to live it. That is your right. Nobody can demand that you can go inside without due process. And due process means there are rules set up to where they can either find you incompetent of your faculties. And I know damn well everybody out here is in charge of their faculties, all right? So today what we're going to do, we want tents now, we want houses now, we want what the fuck everybody else has that they're taking liberties of, all right?
Okay. Hello. I'm going to say 2 things. I'm going to read the demands that we have listed here, and I'm going to talk about logistics, how we're going to march from here to City Hall. We have named 3 demands to the mayor. These demands are: stop the sweeps, stop taking people's blankets and property, provide land and legal variance for tent dwelling for people without homes. These are demands that are immediate. We are asking for immediate action, and instead we are getting pivots and delays and no action. We'll talk about it at City Hall, but we sent a letter to the mayor once about a month ago. We sent another letter a couple weeks ago, and now just yesterday we did finally receive a reply from the mayor, and that reply is a laundry list of things that the city says they're doing to address homelessness, that none of which address the immediate needs of folks right now being swept. So we replied again to the mayor with that, saying that this is not the type of response we're asking for. We're asking for action, and we're asking for immediate action to stop the sweeps.
Right! Yes!
So, we are going to march because we need to be seen and we need to be heard, and because this constant move on is real. And we're going to participate in that move on by marching here to City Hall to bring our message directly to the mayor. We have a bunch of houses and tents and things, and as Jerry mentioned, these represent the things that we are asking for. I'm going to read this quote one more time. This is what this is about. We want housing, okay? This is not just about wanting to be on the streets. This is about housing. We want housing, or at least a tiny home would be nice, or even just a tent for now. At the very least, let me use my blanket. This is what we are telling the mayor, and this is what we have with us today, is representing that. That apartment complex, you can see, it looks just like an apartment complex, right? It has some pretty striking and damning facts about the mayor's housing plan that does not work, so read those when you have a chance. But that apartment complex is going to lead the way, and then we'll have all of the houses, so if you're wearing a house suit, then you'll be next in line. And then after that will be the tent. So if you're carrying the tent, that'll be after the houses. And then after the tent is the person that has a blanket on. That person is at the end of that. So that's representing the spectrum of needs. What we want is housing, and we're asking at least give us our blankets back. So if you are one of those people carrying one of those things, if you can be the apartment complex, can lead the way and come here to the front. If you're carrying the apartment complex, bring that up to the front up here. And then after that, the houses, and then the tent, and the blanket, and then everybody else can be, in the midst of that, and after that. And then, okay, logistics. We are marching from here to City Hall. It's, I don't know, probably about half an hour, 45-minute march, depending on how slow we go. We'll probably go slow, because this apartment complex has its own quirks. And so we're going to go across the street, and then we're going to go across the street again. We'll go down that street, right on Park Ave, until we get to Broadway, and then we'll take Broadway on the sidewalk all the way straight to City Hall. So we'll be on the sidewalk so everybody can be safe, because there's some folks that need to be in a safe situation. So we'll be on the sidewalk all the way to City Hall. Arnie right here will help us direct traffic. I can help direct traffic. And yeah, there's people with water bottles. If you need a water bottle or some snacks, there's folks that have that if you want to raise your hand. So cool, are we ready? Yeah. All right, Marianne's going to lead us in some chants when we're ready, but we'll get everything set first.
So I don't have your bag. Let me teach you how to play that fiddle. You play on my gun. I'm already learning. Hold on. Do you know Leanne is fast? Here we go. We're going to change it up. From there she goes to there we go.
5 years. That means there will still be 24,000 low-income houses that will
Okay, everybody, we need to get fired up here, right? Are we ready? Are we ready to get moved? Okay, our first chant is going to be stop the sweeps. We're going to say it 3 times. Then after that, we're going to say homeless
And I ain't got no gun lines, so
Okay. Stop the sweep. Stop the sweep. Stop the sweep. Stop the sweep. Stop the sweep.
Stop the rights are human rights.
Homeless rights are human rights. What do we want? Oh! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Oh! What do we want it? Now! What do we want? Oh! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Hey! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Hey! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Hey! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Oh! When do we want it? Now!
Hey everyone, this is Alex with Unicorn Riot. I'm here in downtown Denver. This right here with the bright lights on it is a Denver police video camera that is on 24/7. It's a new development. It was put up a couple weeks ago to monitor folks who have been staying outside the shelters in downtown. It's just another tactic by Denver to try to prevent folks from sleeping outside in the downtown area.
You guys can grab a broom and help us clean. I will do that next time. Today I'm international.
Houses, not handcuffs. We need
What do we want? Home. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Home. When do we want it?
I don't know, but are you live on Unicorn Riot? Because we watch this stuff all the time.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with Unicorn Riot. We are in Denver, Colorado, in downtown. There's a march walking from where all the shelter systems are, and it's heading towards City Hall where there's going to be a rally. About a month ago, Denver Homeless Out Loud and 14 other nonprofit organizations sent a letter to Mayor Hancock demanding the end to forcibly displacing people without housing. Those instances are also called the sweeps or cleanups. And two other parts of the demands in the letter that was sent include to stop taking blankets and other survival gear, which happens during the sweeps, as well as providing land for folks to legally camp on and legally survive on. Because since spring of 2012, there has been a camping ban in place which effectively criminalizes the survival of folks who live on the streets. And a few weeks ago, we published an article exposing Denver of paying $400,000 to a cleanup company to help the city in these sweeps, where they forcibly displace people and take away survival gear.
Housing is a human right.
The company was called Custom Environmental Services, and the city actually recently stopped contracting that cleaning company and got a new cleaning company. As you can see, there are many new apartment complex developments going up that are over $1,300 a month for one bedrooms. And that's all over the city of Denver. There's about 60 people marching right now. As the group has been marching, there have been more people joining in. And we are heading towards the financial district in downtown.
Human right.
And before the march, the organizers explained why they're carrying tents and blankets and wearing cardboard homes around them. And those are to represent the demands that these folks are asking of Mayor Hancock and the city.
People need arrested, not to be arrested. 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 People need arrest. Not to be arrested. People need arrest. Not to be arrested. People need arrest. Not to be arrested.
People need arrest. Not to be arrested. People need arrest. Not to be arrested.
Not to be arrested. People need arrest. Not to be arrested. Be arrested. People need arrest. Not to be arrested. People need arrest. Not to be arrested. That's wrong. People need arrest. Not to be arrested. People need arrest. Welcome. People need arrest. Not to be arrested. Woo! Woo! They supporting us, guys. We have a right to rest. Have a right to rest. We have a right to rest. 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 Right to rest. We have a right to rest.
When do we need it? Now. What do we need? When do we need it? If our only house is a tent, should it be swept away? If our only house is a tent, should it be swept away? Do we have a democracy? No. No. Do we have fascism? Yes! Sweep streets, not people. 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 Sweep streets, not people.
Homelessness is not a crime. 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 Not a crime. Homelessness is 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 not
Homelessness is not a crime. 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 Homelessness is not a crime.
Housing! It's Jesse and Tim. Let's go a little fast. Housing! But while we're slowing down to talk about this just a little bit, why don't you tell us what's going on here?
Housing!
Stop those sweeps! Stop those
Okay? What do you
Stop the sweeps! 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 Stop the sweeps!
What do you got to tell us?
Stop the sweeps! Stop the sweeps!
Right across the street is a tiny home, which is pretty interesting.
Stop the sweeps! Stop the sweeps!
Hey, so, let's see again.
Stop the sweeps! Stop the sweeps!
Denver's first tiny home village was built a couple years ago, and we covered the construction of that village. It's called Beloved Community Village.
Stop the sweeps!
And so folks at Denver Homeless Out Loud and other nonprofit allies in Denver have been asking the city to allow them to create more of these villages.
Stop the sweeps! 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 Stop the sweeps!
So this building right in front of us is the Bank of Colorado building. It's very big.
This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! What do we want? Housing! When do we want it? Now! If we can't have housing! Give us 10!
Arrest Hancock!
And we are about to walk past the Brown Palace Hotel and Spa, which is a very ritzy, probably the most ritzy hotel in downtown Denver.
Not more sweeps. We need housing, 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 not more sweeps. We need housing.
homeless camp that they feel safe with. So Denver Homeless Out Loud and 14 other organizations sent a letter to Mayor Hancock about a month ago listing 3 demands. And this march is to continue to push for those demands. We are reaching the 16th Street Mall.
About the Sunday morning meals that happen right here to feed the homeless? Okay, so Occupy Denver every Sunday for the last 6 years has provided food. Right outside the corner bakery right here. And on Sundays right now, we feed at 9:30 in the morning. We provide food in a zero waste model. Metal silverware, plastic cups, coffee carafes with cups that are washed on a weekly basis. We do it because it's a crime to be on the streets, to sit on the sidewalk, to turn a jacket inside out over you. It's the continuing efforts of Occupy Denver, boycott the urban camping ban. And right now, we learned earlier this morning that Denver Police Department had a rollover accident last Sunday with people pinned in the vehicle, and it had so many out-of-district resources pegged on the people who are feeding the homeless on the 16th Street Mall that they couldn't dispatch the resources they need effectively to this police accident. They are attempting to get area restrictions, arrests on the people who come out together autonomously in this horizontal organization to feed, provide clothing, and oftentimes hire people who are there eating food and giving them work to help them in their living needs, right? So we encourage you guys to come back. Join us on a Sunday, right? We love what you do. We watch and share it regularly.
Can you talk about the other meals you've had, like outside of Tattered Cover?
Oh yeah, so this has been a six-year effort, right? It started with Snooze Eatery, which opened itself up in the middle of the homeless community, and then started griping about it. And this beautiful lady, her name is Janet, she came to join the community actions because her grandchildren had to pay to get on the school bus in Parker, Colorado. What ended up happening, though, is that she started providing food. And on a weekly basis, now it's been over 6 years. She started at the Snooze Bakery, and then there was the Palm International, the Tattered Cover, the Rock Bottom Brewery, another at least national franchise.
And you were going in front of these businesses.
Yes, so we're going in front of the businesses and we're providing food and we're educating the consumers that are at that business by holding an active boycott, setting up a picket line and telling people these are the businesses who are part of the Downtown Denver Business Partnership, the lobbyist group that pushed the sit and rest ordinances and other laws here in Denver to criminalize what they're chanting about, right? So at each one of these boycotts, we interrupt the business. Sometimes to $5,000, $10,000 a night at the Rock Bottom. They were hurting, okay? They came out and they talked to us finally and they said, we want you to stop this. What does it take, right? And so at the conversation table, we're talking about being socially responsible, having programs for your employees in case they have an accident or illness, that they are not going to become homeless and they can still have a job, right? Talking about businesses coming out about the lack of mass transit services that their employees can't get home from work or can't get to their jobs depending on the opening or closing shifts. Talking about dismembering from the Downtown Denver Partnership, not paying dues to the lobbyist group that pays people to put people in jail, right? So these are some of the basic requests that we've come to. And the other one is coming out against the urban camping ban. These people with Denver Homeless Out Loud and a wide variety of community organizations have worked hard to put it on the ballot after 6 years to repeal and reverse the laws that have allowed Denver to shut down public bathrooms, to move people along to other suburban communities and say it's not our problem, right? So these people put it on the ballot. And it's an active May vote here in Denver, Colorado to repeal the urban camping ban and to stop giving it a reason for police officers to walk up to somebody and threaten them, right? Because these are armed people who tend to scare people, who can cause a reaction because of stress or mental health issues, but it gives them a reason to criminalize people, to search them illegally, to steal their property, because these laws have been put in place. And they're a violation of our constitutional rights. In this day and age, protecting those basic and inalienable rights for all human beings, regardless of skin color or identity type, how the people self-identify, we all have inalienable rights. Where we're headed to, the massive park outside the city and county building in the state capitol, during the Dust Bowl and the Depression, was actually a giant man camp where toilets and food and housing and everything was provided for all the farmers and the people from the countryside that came to the city trying to survive and live, right? And almost 100 years later, the solutions that those people, the forefathers of this and mothers and community leaders in this community came up with are opposites of what they have done now. Right? It's 40, 50 degrees outside today. It's not as sunny as it could be, but pipelines for water fountains won't freeze. You can't walk around Denver and find a working water fountain, right? There are more places for animals to go to the bathroom as publicly animal bathrooms than there are public access toilets for human beings. And that includes buildings like this, the Wellington Webb building, which is public access, with the security guards who will take and go through everything that you have and restrict you from having access to the public building and the public bathrooms, right? So there's all these deterrents to just surviving. And I don't know if you guys have heard the numbers, but we have 23,000 unhoused children that are attending Denver schools. In one mini sweet count.
Is that just Colorado?
No, that's the city of Denver public school system. 23,000 unhoused children. And that's gone up in 10 years from 7,000. Tripled. It should make every human being, regardless of their faith or lack of spiritual higher poweredness, but just as a human being, you should shudder at that. Your mothers, your sisters, your grandmothers, your brothers, I mean, war vets, right? We train people to be killers, and we screw with their brains, and then we put them on the streets where the thought process to survive is just alienated. And we know, because there are working active programs. Look at this. We're coming up on a private event. It's closed off. So this is going to be interesting to see. My name is Brian Loma. I'm a member of Occupy Denver. I'm an employer in this community. I have YouTube, Cut the Plastic, where I do waste management education. I'm actually building a recycling factory to clean trash on islands without the need of electric infrastructure.
Thank you for
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
To the right! Homelessness is not a crime! Hancock should be doing time! Homelessness is not a crime! Hancock should be doing time! Homelessness is not a crime! Hancock should be doing time! Homelessness is not a crime! Hancock should be doing time! Homelessness is not a crime! Hancock should be doing time! Homelessness is not a crime! Hancock should be doing time! Homelessness is not a crime! Hancock should be doing time!
It looks like the street is blocked off for a toy drive. Right here in front is the City and County of Denver building, which is Denver City Hall building.
Hancock should be doing time! Homelessness is not a crime!
And outside of it is a nativity scene with baby Jesus. And a lot of folks in Denver Homeless Out Loud like to point out that if Jesus was here living in Denver today, he would be criminalized and probably be ticketed and jailed, just like the hundreds of other folks who are living on the streets in Denver.
Homelessness is not a crime.
Who got the blanket?
Homelessness is not a crime. Hancock should be doing time. Homelessness is not a crime. Hancock should be doing time. Homelessness is not a crime. Hancock should be doing time. Homelessness is not a crime. Hancock should be doing time. Homelessness is not a crime. Hancock should be doing time. Homelessness is not a crime. Hancock should be doing time.
Just chanting should be doing time because he's putting homeless folks in jails instead of himself. So we wrote him some letters. And we wanted to read that letter to y'all today. And then we're going to hear from folks who are currently on the streets facing these sweeps. And then we'll close out and get ready for our next steps. So I actually forgot and printed the wrong letter. Oops. So I'm going to summarize the last letter we wrote, and then Scylla is going to read the next letter that we wrote. This is our third letter now. So the first letter we wrote, Scylla read right here on these very steps about a month ago. It was on November 21st, the day before Thanksgiving. We had a rally right here, and Scylla read the letter that we wrote to the mayor demanding immediate action to end the sweeps. And then after that, about 2.5 weeks later, no reply from the mayor. We wrote him another letter. Now, just side note, these letters are signed on. So the we here is not just Denver Homeless Out Loud or some random individuals. The we here is over 25 organizations, which Sheila will read out, or actually I'll read out later. Anyway, yeah, woo! Woo! There's a lot of groups that are saying this is wrong. So we wrote another letter. In the second letter we wrote, we said, okay, Mayor, you still haven't replied. We're serious. We're not just writing you a letter for a joke. We want a reply. We want action. And we said, do you need more clarity on what these laws are, what we're talking about? Okay, here, we'll spell it out. So we spelled out, when we say stop the sweeps, that means stop enforcing the unauthorized camping ordinance, better known as survival ban. That's what that means. When we say stop taking people's blankets, that means respect our constitutional 4th and 14th Amendment rights that are currently under class action litigation in the case right here in Denver, Riot, or have other ways of stopping encampments from being displaced. And we sent him laws listing out this is how this can be done. So after that, instead of replying to any of those details, the city is doing to approach homelessness. Not a single one of those things has to do with people right now who are sleeping on the streets and getting moved. Not a single one of those things is affecting the reality that folks are getting their blankets taken and getting pushed around and getting pushed to unsafe areas. And so we replied again to that letter, and so is going to read our reply.
Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and just start reading. Dear Mayor Hancock, this list of things the city is doing to address homelessness does not address our demand for immediate action to support the survival of people without homes in Denver. First, many of the things listed are not the work of the city, but rather of local nonprofit and business organizations, many of which are organizations who are signed on this demands letter. Please quit taking credit for the hard work of the community.
That's right.
Second, the things listed here are like a cup trying to hold a waterfall. There continue to be tens of thousands of people without housing, with the number growing, and the programs listed can't even imagine to meet all the need. Third, and most importantly, our letter concerned the immediate, I will repeat, immediate need of hundreds of people living without housing. And I'm going to scratch living and say, trying to survive. without housing in Denver. To meet their basic human need of protection from the cold right now, this winter, without being chased around by police. No amount of enforcement will solve the issues facing people experiencing homelessness. The overwhelming majority of people who have been moved along in your sweeps remain on the streets. The difference between before and after you intensified police focus on our vulnerable community